Since our recolonization in 2004, Iota has grown to a strong brotherhood of over 80 men. Building upon our strong recruitment last fall, we continued our success with the addition of 25 new brothers initiated 1 week ago. In addition to our growth, Iota has proven its strength at the national level as well. For the last 3 years, Iota has been named the runner-up to the Brummer Cup, along with several other awards. At National Convention this past summer in California, Iota won Outstanding Recruitment for a school under 10,000 and chapter programming. We also took home runner-up for both community service programming and club sport participation. We will continue to improve and strengthen our chapter, and it is my belief that Iota will soon be bringing home the Brummer Cup. But our successes and our continued success would not be possible without all of you. I speak for the undergraduates when I say you have our greatest thanks, and it means a lot to us to occupy the house that ZBT occupied for so many years before us. The additions over the last 2 summers have truly helped to make this house a home, and for that we thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to thank you for including me in this celebration today. It is a great pleasure for me to be here with you at this really momentous occasion in the life of the fraternity, but also in the life of the university. Let me begin by congratulating, first and foremost, the young men of ZBT. It is a grand achievement. It really is to be back home in this glorious house, to do what you have done over the course of the last, just 5-6 years now. I can remember when recolonization happened, when ZBT came back, and it was just this collection of a few guys, and we were wondering where it was going to go. We were certainly aware of the long history of Iota at DU, but I must say it has been a most impressive few years, and you are now, 80-something young men strong. Remarkable. Congratulations. I also want to thank the alumni that are here, and principally Steve, for all that's been accomplished. I know all of you were engaged in raising the funds for the renovation of the house. It looks fabulous. The house just looks great, I must say. It's well done. Thank you so much from all of us at the University of Denver for what you've done for Iota at DU. DU is in good shape. The university is in good shape. For those of you who are alumni and are back visiting for the rededication of the house, I hope you're proud. There is a great deal to be proud of at DU. All you have to do is walk around the campus these days. It is a truly glorious place. The new buildings that have come up over the course of the last 15 years now, some of which are really new. We just opened a new building for the College of Education this summer that's on the corner of Evans and High over there. Did some interesting new things to the Ritchie Center. All of that continues to go on. It is, without question, one of the most beautiful campuses in America, without question. We had an alumni symposium last weekend, and 350 of our alumni came back to campus to listen to seminars given by our faculty members, to hear some speeches by a couple of our really very distinguished alumni who were here. And I was having a conversation with a gentleman who had graduated about 30 years ago, and he asked me, what was the most exciting thing going on at DU right now? And the truth of the matter is there are so many great things going on at DU, whether you think about the campus, whether you think about the programs that are happening throughout all of the academic disciplines. But the answer was an easy one. The most exciting thing at DU right now is our students. It's the people at the University of Denver. We have this glorious campus. We have these wonderful new buildings. We have terrific programs and unbelievable faculty. But the students are the heart of it. they've always been the heart of it, and that's true more than ever now. And the kinds of people, the kinds of young men and women that are coming to DU are just unbelievable anymore. If you simply take the class that began this fall, just a few weeks ago, without question, the most capable, most experienced, most accomplished class we've ever seen in the history of the university. I hate to say that with alumni here, but it's true. Extraordinary, extraordinary people. All you have to do at DU these days is look around, talk to people like the men of Iota who are here today, and you understand why DU is as strong as it is now. It is because of those extraordinary, extraordinary students that we have that really are the heart of the university. They are the University of Denver, and they are the reason that we have come to this place after all of the investments that have been made over the last quarter century have gotten to DU, to the place where it is right now. It is an extraordinary time in the life of the university, and I am fortunate indeed to be leading DU at this particular time in its history. A big part of that, a big part of our students these days is the Greek system. And I am pleased to tell you that it is very strong indeed and thriving at DU. We are still in a place where roughly 20% of our young men and women are members of fraternities and sororities. And right now that number is increasing and on the rise. I have always been a believer in the notion that fraternities and sororities on campus make a very, very strong and positive contribution to the culture of the institution. The evidence is simple, and it's there. All you have to do is see that among young men and women in fraternities and sororities, as a cohort, they have the greatest persistence rate at the university. As a cohort, they have the greatest graduation rates at the university. That's been true for a very long time. And those things accrue from the bonds that are formed. The bonds that are formed among young men who are members of fraternities like Iota, or young women who are members of sororities. That is such a huge part of the benefit of the great changes that happen to people during the course of the time they're at a university like DU. And so the Greek system is a very important part of what we do. It's a critical time, though, right now. Student population is changing. Among our fraternities, we have some that are working really well. We have some that are struggling. And really that's about fraternities, individual chapters, really tapping into the energy of our students, the remarkable energy of these incredible students that we have now. The great thing about ZBT and Iota, they've done this over the course of the last 5 years. They started in 2004 when they recolonized from just a handful of people. And without question, they have done precisely that. These young men have done precisely that. They have tapped into the energy of the student population as a whole. And as a consequence, they've grown. And they have shown the way. They have shown how it can be done for the other houses in the Greek system, for the other fraternities. And I want to once again congratulate everyone who's a member of ZBT, who is an alumnus of ZBT, for that tremendous accomplishment, which is certainly shown by the rededication of the house today. Thank you for everything that you've done in building ZBT back, but most particularly for everything that you've done and continue to do for the University of Denver. We are very, very grateful indeed. Thank you.